Hi, this is ESPN 19 for 20. Let's take a blast to the past and talk about the athletes of the 1920s and their sports and fads.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jones. I won 4 U.S. Opens, 5 U.S. Amateurs, and 3 British Open championships throughout the 1920s. I bridged the gap between the middle class and the upper class, as well as the North and the South, with the coming of golf as a spectator sport. So yeah, it was me, Bobby Jones, who set the bar for all these young golf players playing golf today.
And here I am in my heyday at the Grand Slam Tour. Look at that swing.
Hey there, I'm Jack Dempsey and I'm a professional boxer who reigned as the world heavyweight champion from 1919 to 1926. You better watch out, because I'm known to finish all my matches with a knockout.
And of course you can't forget about me, Babe Ruth. That's right, the Great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, the King of Crash, the Colossus of Cloud. I was a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox and an outfielder for the New York Yankees. You know, if I'm being honest, I am probably the best and most notable baseball player of all time. I set so many records and revolutionized the game of baseball by hitting home runs at a rate never seen before. I also played a huge societal role in popularizing baseball and establishing it as America's pastime. And today, there is a beautiful Yankee Stadium standing right there in the Bronx because of my popularity in the 20s. And even though I'm not alive anymore, I know that as of 2011, 11.5 million people play baseball in the U.S.
Hey everyone, I'm Charles Lindbergh. I became the first man to complete a solo transatlantic flight in New York City from New York City to Paris without stopping. People also refer to me as Slim, Lucky Lindy, and the Lone Eagle. After the trip, I promoted the development of aviation, and I'm not gonna lie, all because of me, America gained a new confidence in air travel. Aw, look at me. I'm so handsome. With my famous plane, the Spirit of St. Louis. Those were the days. Hey there, my name is Harold Edward, but people call me Red Grange or the Galloping Ghost. I was a college and professional American football halfback for the University of Illinois, the Chicago Bears of the NFL, and for the short-lived New York Yankees pro football team. In college, I was a 3-time consensus All-American, leading my team to a national championship in 1923. Not bad. Caught it!
Nice catch.
Thanks! Next up we have fads for the 1920s. This is Anthony Kelly, also known as Alvin Shipwreck Kelly. In 1924, he was dared to sit on a flagpole. This caught on nationwide and soon became a spectator sport. His first initial record was 13 hours and 13 minutes. It soon became a fad with other contestants setting records of 12, 17, and 21 days. Hood ornaments were another fad in the 1920s. They were metal designs attached to the hood of your car.
Another popular fad was the cloche hat. Many women with short, bobbed haircuts wore these hats to cover their hair. The conch hairdo of the 1920s proved very popular among mainly African American men and went on through the 60s. People also participated in dance marathons in which they would dance for hours on end just for fun.
Sports, recreation, and fads are important to understanding the culture of the 1920s because at this time it was referred to as the golden age of sports. America wanted to put the war behind them and they wanted something new to just enjoy in their lives. During this time, silly crazes and outrageous stunts occurred. Sports in the 1920s brought America together. When America was in a depression, sports was something people can put their minds on. Athletes served as role models for the generation of American youth, and they gave America a sense of security in a time of extensive social change and uncertainty.
The 20s had a long-term impact on society since it created new heroes and new trends out of basically nothing. People from the post-Roaring 20s ages draw influence from it in one way or another because the 20s were like no other age before. Whether it be music, movies, literature, fads, or sports, all of these and more created a precedent for what new and changing pop culture was supposed to be like. The United States changed forever because of the introduction to these new styles of participating in a leisure-based society because of the golden age and the economic boom of the 20s.
Hey Diana, I learned a lot about sports and fads in the 1920s today.
Wow, that's so cool, Maya. So did I.
The 1920s was a pretty cool time. But you know what's even cooler?
What?
Mr. Haynes. He's a pretty rad guy.
Oh, that man is the best.
That's all we have today on ESPN 19 for 20. Thanks for watching.